Batisi TV Lone Rashapi Daka Frank Motors Kajaka Dekali Gabatamai Junka Tata Motors Halatko Ni Shillong Rinkat Bakanet Foodish Ordar Mapi Ninwan Ramani Hakirdobying Jompi
Namar ka Jingtwa Khyndew ka balajia kleng ki jaka bat kham tam ha ka Jingtwa Khyndew ka balajia hasrok ba shlong dawki kadado bakalawan ra ya ka jingdheng kali ka bajur bat kumju ro ka Jingtwa ka Khyndew ha ka than maulat ka bahab hapo ka Khyndew Community and Rural Development Block nakaliang jong ka Sorkar jilla ka Bthah ya baro ki Executive Engineer jong ka tanat PWD bakin long ki ba Peitngor bha namar ba ka jingther jong uslap ubajor kandang yai peteng usembon menteri rangba jong ka jilla uba preston tensong uba peit ru ya ka tanat PWD ha ka jingya kren bat kilat pathai khubor ha ka sautarik ubna ya yong arajar arpuar ula ong ba ka Jingtwa Khyndew kan yai japet hadin balati na ka benta ban sna penhe ya ka surong shusho la kenturu ya ki pajba bakin long ki ba hosiar ha ka lait kawan.
See, we had a meeting with Secretary PWD. I've instructed him to issue circular to all the divisions, ex-division throughout the state to be alert and also to be ready any eventuality, because now I could see the climate change that has taken place. It's very, very unusual, as well as the damage, be it landslide, be it disconnecting of road. It may happen anytime, in any place throughout the state. So instruction has been given to all the concerned entities to be alert and to be ready for any eventuality. Now the road has been just started. I think you must have seen it. Few places the road construction started. Then naturally the landslide will happen. Once the rain starts, that landslide will happen. Because the landslide is right now happening in those portions where the road construction started. So it is not because of the stone quarry, but this is natural during construction of road. That also not only during this time. It happened way back in the year 1999, 20, 21, when widening has taken place, right from Peitngor up to Sorkar. It happened this way. That way it will affect. Naturally it will affect. But we have already instructed NHIDCL to again station. Make sure they are available anytime when the stone fall down or when the landslide takes place anywhere, to make sure that the machinery is in place where they can remove immediately the landslide. The question of recklessness does not arise. As I said to you, you know well the formation of soil in our state. In any hilly stations, I think you understand, and you know the formation of the soil here in Meghalaya, which is not at all possible for any construction company to be able to reduce the landslide which is happening right now. It's not at all the recklessness of the company, but I'm telling you, the nature itself has created a lot of problem as far as landslide is concerned. That's what I'm telling you. I've already called Secretary PWD, and now order has been issued to all the concerned executive engineer who's looking after their respective division to be more vigilant and also to be proactive in case if any landslide happen anywhere. You see, if he can do that, I'm telling you nothing again. But who can tell you about the landslide? Where should it happen or where it is going to happen? You can't help it. As I said to you, because see, nowadays, even those places where nothing happened all these years, but this time it happened. So I think this question does not, we cannot identify the vulnerable point or the vulnerable place, whatever you say, because as I said to you, nowadays, sometimes the climate change has taken place where we cannot do anything. See the landslide that has happened somewhere in Nongrokok side, that that PMJSY, huge landslide has happened. Then few places in Shillong town, but of course maximum it happened in Pumusla area, this landslide. And then of course small landslide happened even in Garo Hills, even in West Castle, that happened. But the major landslide that has happened is, one is in Peitngor area and number two is Pumusla area. At least there is no loss of life happened. But of course few small vehicles damaged due to the reason. In fact, only the vehicle damage. I don't know yet because my information till this moment is only vehicle was damaged, washed away by the landslide. But so far, my information is no loss of life. Because see, landslide happens only during rainy season. When it rains, then landslide will happen. But if there is no rain, in fact the landslide is very, very minimal that happen throughout the state. So as far as JICA project is concerned, Shillong Dawki Road, we have already instructed NHIDCL, and NHIDCL has already instructed the companies concerned who undertake the widening, the construction of road, to be always outside with the machinery wherever needed, wherever necessary, that they should immediately remove and clear the landslide at the latest possible. See, that I can't say, it does not mean that they stop the entire stretch. It depends. Because see, sometimes the rain nowadays, what happens is, it lasted maybe for 2 hours, 3 hours. After that, then the weather is improving, it's okay. Then they start working again. It depends. That way it depends. I can't say anything on that. But of course, from the NHIDCL, they are also making efforts to make sure that the road project is completed as early as possible. See, again, blasting has to happen. Because you know well the condition of the Shillong Dawki Road, where without blasting you can't do anything. You cannot remove the stone. So therefore, blasting has to be there. Of course, I think out of the blasting, maybe the soil became looser, and ultimately the moment rain starts, the soil goes down towards the roadside, or it goes down towards the slope itself. See, I did mention reducing the landslide. In fact, it is our wish that we wanted to reduce as much as possible. But again, the volume of rain, which is sometimes, if you trying to attend to one portion, to one stretch, it may happen to another stretch. So all along the Shillong Dawki Road, I'm just telling you, even the place where we never expected that landslide will happen, but it happened this time. That happened this time. So therefore, it's so difficult to identify, it's so difficult to say anything. But what we did was, we already instructed NHIDCL, make sure that you should be outside. Any landslide happens in any place, in any portion, in any stretch, kindly remove it as early as possible. That I don't know, because in fact this road is being taken care of by NHIDCL along with the Nahai, and we are not at all involved about the DPR or the detailed estimate of this project. Since the government of India has handed over to NHIDCL, so regarding that I don't know much. Whether escalation will take place or not, that is too early to say anything. But I personally feel, in fact, it will reduce even the cost. Because, instead of you dig it manually, it fall down by itself. But fall down by itself. But the problem is what? You know, it cover even the entire road. That is only minus point. From the point of view of the contractor, I personally feel, in fact, it will help them. Instead of you doing it maybe 1 week, just 1 second, it fell down everything.